the young, incredible, honestly, in any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Cut. 180. 65. 65. Two. Switch. Where was it?
Now a first down throw. Gone. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jayon Brown leading the surge. There as he drops him for a loss of 6.
A loss of 6 yards on the sack. It's second down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Goff now to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tariq Cohen taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-man. Check cross, check cross, check cross. Check 43. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Watch the pass.
Gone. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Got 20. 4 down. Sponge. No. Maverick.
Now Goff on 1st down. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Line 20. Mike, 49. Switch. Tighten up.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jamal Williams taking it in as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A beautiful fake. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
180. We ain't giving them nothing today.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, here's gone. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Value 3. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the 44, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Goff. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 8 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 26, check 26.
This time Jackson will throw it. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, 41 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. You that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff, and on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him. Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st and 10, Goff looking deep in the direction of Coop. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here we go tonight. Black 20.
They'll run on first down. Williams. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jamal Williams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Broncos have taken the lead over the Chiefs. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. Pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Cohen on the toss. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made by Devontae Campbell. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Deuce.
They try again with Cohen. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
36.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Gone. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Like 20. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check safety, check safety. Hold on. Check.
To throw is Goff. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere at Arrowhead there in the 3rd quarter. Now the Broncos have added on to that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Choose the flag. Choose. Wait. He's crossing.
Now Jackson on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Past the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. That one good for 37 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tariq Cohen, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Goff now looks to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle to Evans. Ravens. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Shell. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
On first down, Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. This will be caught at about the 6. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
5-2, the Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Let's go.
Goff now to throw. It's caught by Sanders. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Here we go again. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they go the wrong way here, knocked back to the 20. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Come on, 120.
Again, it's Williams. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Louis. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Time to go, night.
Goff now to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the eye. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They run. Abdullah. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Cut. 120.
Check 52. Come on. It's been a long day for you. Hey, check 24.
Value 3. Value 3. General West.
Again, it's Abdullah. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Amir Abdullah in the final minute, as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.